It's your boy Dre, and I am testing out Chromebook here to temporarily see how streaming will be tomorrow. Like, because we have Colin and I are doing a live stream at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard. So, if you know EC Collecting, great dude. He and I will be opening up some toys, talking toys, news, movies, and all that fun stuff. Then, obviously, Wednesday, I will be live with my brother from another, Dave from Dave's Dimension will be on the Outer Realms podcast, or sorry, the Outer Dimensions podcast. Maybe the Realms would have been an interesting name, but I like the Outer Dimensions podcast, and we'll be doing that as well. And if you guys can't hear me, please let me know because I don't know if you guys can. I'm trying to mess with the settings here. Always fun. I wanted to test this. It's good. I'm testing it now. Let's see. Does it make me change my audio set? And it's not saying anything. Let's see if it's gonna make me. Okay, let's see here. Camera mouse. Well, it doesn't view more devices. Sound. Oh, no. So if you guys can't hear me, please let me know. Ah, okay, let's see. Generic USB audio. Oh, you guys can hear me. All right, perfect. I just wanted to make sure you guys could. I know, brother, you live exactly. So it wasn't a clickbait title, just to make sure everybody knew. Um, the channel name needs to be changed. Um, for those of you that do know, for a while now, almost close to a year, I've had the privilege of having 14 other guys get with me to build a collective safe space for you thought this was Fortnite. Uh, a collective safe space for fans of collecting, and we've had our shares of ups, we've had our shares of downs, but these guys have really helped establish what we're doing. And when I was on Hey Archer's Nerdy Coffee this morning, if you guys have not had a chance to watch that, it was really cool to just sit with them and just talk movies. Um, give him a watch on Nerdy Coffee's video. We talked about movies, the state of Hollywood, and a lot of cool stuff. And I was invited back to come back, so I will be doing that. But this is important to me because I've always loved doing YouTube as a passion project. At one point, I wanted to pursue it as something I can do long term, and I couldn't do it because I was teaching and I was trying to do several other things at the time, and it just wasn't conducive to that life that I want to have. And now, moreover, I have a good life. I'm with my family. I have very good friends, and I don't want to sit in front of a computer all the time. Um, no, I'm not going to be doing giveaways. There's not anything like that. Um, specifically, this is about changing the name to fit what I do on both Instagram here as well as just moving forward. So many of you always hear me talk about the collector safe space. If I've been on any other channel, I always advertise it, and I always say, "This is what we're doing. This is what I believe in." Um, and the idea originated from feeling ostracized, from feeling somebody pushed me out of a group and would never tell me why. Then I started seeing people like-minded feel that way in other groups they were in. And for being in a hobby that's supposed to be so inclusive and in an area where we're supposed to be welcoming, it was people were shutting doors and not wanting to be involved or any or would call you friend and suddenly just step away. I get life happens and that's okay. But when drama happens and other factors take place, we're all adults. Yeah, we buy toys, and our significant others may think we're weird, but at least we're not doing worse things that you could be doing. So, moving forward, the Geek Vault was a way to salvage what I originally set out to do. And I think I've done that. I think I did that quite well. I started a channel almost 10 years ago. And in doing that, when I started my first channel, I did. The Dre's Geek Depot was my original channel, and it's gone. Like I deleted it. I like close to 750, 760 some odd subscribers, and I just deleted the channel. Then I built. I had friends, and we started a network. But then time and just four different perspectives just that were not unified in one goal didn't help. That's true. That's true. And the the move eventually went to toy chats. And you know, I'll mention it here because I don't fear any repercussions. I don't wish anybody ill. But then I went and tried to co-found the Legacy Collectors, and that grew and built. And then we had a falling out. I don't wish anybody ill. I hope everybody does is successful and enjoys their lives. And I went on to do the collector safe space. But then I've rebuilt my channel from zero. And I just the direction of my channel has been very weird in a good way. I feel like I need to support the little guy and the little girl. Like I feel like I need to go out there and find channels and bring them into the fold and let's talk, let's enjoy, let's do all the things that the collector safe space is supposed to do, which is create an arena for collectors to enjoy and talk about their hobbies and sell and do all this fun stuff, but on the same breath, be able to establish this network and grow. And if it wasn't for people like Dave at Dave's Dimension and Carlos at T3 Collects, Phil, Yukon Phil, Hey Archer, and several other people that have joined the journey that I've been on with this change, I think this is the best way to take my personal channel. So I don't claim the collector safe space as mine. It is not mine. It is a collective. And a collective is obviously, by definition, a group of individuals that form a union. So moving forward, I'm going to take this personal channel, rebrand it. It'll stay up here. So if you see eventually videos come out from me and you see it's under the collector safe space, No, it used to be on this. This used to be the channel name, or it'll be the new channel name, but Suo's Geek Vault's gonna go by the long side, like out. Um, I'm currently working on a lot of big things behind the scenes. I've reached out to some friends to have a T-shirt designed. I have, uh, with the help of Dave, we from Dave's Dimension, we now have a logo. He helped design some of our banner stuff for our social media, and I'll be putting that up on my Instagram as well as several other things as our Twitter. I have established a Twitter page for this channel, which is going to be it says Dre, co-founder of the Collector Safe Space. And what my mission statement has become and will be is to find people that are new collectors, new creators, and just people that don't get a big spotlight shown on them and have it shown on them. Have them have a chance to come out into the light and just talk, you know? And I still do my podcast on Wednesdays with Dave. But this channel will give an opportunity to spotlight people that want to do some solo projects. So, like, you may see Dave want to pop in here one Tuesday with me, and we'll talk. Carlos will come in here, and we'll just talk. Heck, you might see any number of the guys in the group as well as outside the group have an opportunity to come here, break open some toys, chit chat, and just feel comfortable talking to like-minded collectors. Because guess what? At the forefront of this, it is the hobby. This is what we enjoy. This is what we love. This is what brought us to the table. So that's what we're spotlighting. I am in the process of working with Carlos at T3 Collects because he is also one of the administrators as well as one of the co-founders of the Collector Safe Space, and Dave is one as well. And the three of us are getting together to do some really big things for the channel. So I know it's been a little bit of a slow, but with the summer happening, we have a little bit more time to discuss. We are in constant talks. Like, I talk to Dave every day. I talk to Carlos every day. There'll be some things here that I will do specifically just for the channel, and there'll be some co-opted things I will do with them to work with. Obviously, when we do the mental health, we do that on the Overgrown Third Graders podcast. Carlos and I have established that. Dave and I do the Outer Dimensions podcast. We do that on a separate channel. So when we do something here, I'll promote it on the social media, I'll promote it through the group, and then maybe group members will be in a chat here and we'll move forward. Why am I making this kind of a formal announcement? It's been kind of a slow burn. I've been thinking about it. It's been on my to-do list, and today was just one of those days that I've had a lot of things getting done, and I felt like I needed to get this out there. I had a honey-do list today. Like, I literally was like, I'm up early. I'm doing nerdy coffee. I had a great time doing that. I was like, what can I do to move forward today? And that's kind of my goal. I'm going to bring my inspirational quotes back, like where I come up with inspirational, like my daily inspirations, because people like that. And I felt like that went by the wayside. That's something I'm going to bring back because 60 seconds just to say what you're thinking doesn't hurt. I'm not doing this for numbers. I'm not doing this for clout. I'm doing this because enough people came to me and said, I liked what you said. When is it coming back? And now I have the direction. So if you want to be a part of this, awesome. Support the channel. Support what we're doing here. Captain Spaulding, you're one of my friends. I talk to you daily as well. So, I will be doing my birthday stream on July 18th from 8 p.m. till 9 p.m. on this channel. with a better rig, mind you, with a better system. But we'll be doing that here. And that will be so far I have 3 guests. It will be T3 collects, EC collecting, and Dave's Dimension. Now, obviously, my brothers and sisters will come through the chat and crack some jokes, and we'll have a good old time. But that's what I figured I wanted to do to celebrate my birthday with my online friends because you're as close to me as my regular friends, and if not closer in a lot of aspects. So I felt like let's have some fun, let's enjoy the day. Now, are what's the content you're going to see on this channel specifically? Like I said, the inspirational 60-second short will come back. That was something I had a lot of fun doing. My daily inspirationals that will come back. Now I'm going to say this as a caveat. This is not my job. I do this for fun. I do this to hopefully make a difference in someone's day, but I'm not doing this on the weekends unless I'm doing a live supporting my friends. That will be Monday to Friday. The daily inspirationals will be coming through. Now, mental health awareness and talking about that stuff, that is Carlos and myself and other people. We get together to run that. And that'll be, like I said, on the Overgrown Third Graders podcast, which is on T3's channel. I will probably do some live streams for video games. I do have several video games I'd like to stream. I have to set up the rig to do uh, the stream for the Switch, and the PS5 is already set up. So I may have a Twitch channel that I link to this, so you guys can watch the streams. Sort of like how KBG, for Aaron from KBG Games, when we play on his streams, that would be something as well. Now, what other personal content will I be putting out on this channel? Think of it in the sense of I'll still be doing a lot of the same stuff. I'll still be doing toy reviews. I still will be doing, you know, comic book reviews, things of that nature, movie talks, interviews will be another thing that's a staple on this channel. So there are some things that will stay, and there are some things that will leave, and some things this may be exclusive to what I do on other channels. So you have to tune in and see where I'm at. you know. But overall, this channel is going to be dedicated. A lot more of it will be focused and refocused onto helping build up people in the community. As I've stated with Carlos, mental health is a huge thing, and a lot of YouTube, for many, is about positive mental health. People really need to have a space that they can go to feel that level of caring. To many, this is their opportunity to feel like somebody gave a damn about them in the day. It's sort of, and I get that as being a teacher when I worked in the Title I school. A lot of times your kids that come from a crappy home with bad parents or no parents or have a bad life, the only time of the day they get that sense of feeling accepted is in that 8 hours they're in that building at school, or that 6 hours they're in that building at school. So my job was to be a caring adult that they saw on a daily basis. So I've gotten nothing but compliments, and I take it very humbly, and I thank everybody that has come out, watched videos, come out and said something to me where they're like, I appreciate what you do. And I'm like, but it's not a one man show. Hey, LeBron, it's good to have you in here. I was just thinking about you today because I have not seen you talk. Hey, yes, this is Blue. Look at this. I didn't even expect to see you in here. Hey, Blue. Um, but I was just thinking about you, LeBron, because I hadn't heard from you and I was about to shoot you a text in a little bit. But that's the goal moving forward. Will I have more people come on? Yes. Will there be convention reviews and convention? If we go to a convention, sure, and I film, I'll do that too. Sharks are cool. we don't have Shark Week for another month. You could tell me no worries, LeBron. I'm just that type of guy. I do brother check-ins. You know this. I shoot you a text. If I don't hear from you after a while, I get worried about you. That's just how I am. And that's my overarching goal is to make sure the community that I am helping establish stays healthy, stays just good. Because I'm tired of this toxicity that exists, you know, in the community and from other members outside of the community. You're more than welcome to come in here. Now, I've heard people tell me, "Hey, Dre, I want to be a part of the." Because I've had a couple people message me and say, "Well, how do I become a member of the collector safe space?" Well, there is no real membership, so to speak. We are currently working on something. It's still taking some time for me to put together a proper. I don't want to say screening process, but think of it like The Walking Dead. If you saw The Walking Dead, you remember at one point they said we have three questions we ask you. How many walkers have you killed? You know, how many you know how many people have you killed? You know, and it's something not to be like that very like oh, but more like no, I'm not gonna be Negan. Even though he's one of my favorite characters in Walking Dead. No, it's more along the lines of we want people that are like-minded that are not gonna that we can bring in. So I'm working on putting a Google form together. I have Dave and Carlos are going to be kind of helping me create. Uh, we're going to be having people look at what we're doing and like they're going to observe the questions and see what they think and we're going to then create a Google form, which also leads me to the website. I am talking to a friend of mine to basically build the website for the collector safe space, and that would be something we would have there. And if you were interested, you would go to the website, take the Google form, fill it out. It would go to myself, Dave, and Carlos. We would then review it, and then after we reviewed it, we would go from there to see the next steps in everything else. I am working, like I said, on merchandise. I did talk to a very good friend of mine. He has a T-shirt maker, and we were just waiting for our logo, which is now done. So we do have a logo, which I'm very, very proud of. I love it a lot. I got to send it to Carlos so he could see it. But Dave and I've looked at it, and we love it. And that's going to be hopefully something we put on a T-shirt, and then that was something we'll be selling with the proceeds going back into the channel, which would it be stuff we would do for you know specifically not just this, but for the community as a whole. You know, eventually my goal would be to hopefully become monetized, and then I would be able to use that money to take care of my family and invest more into the channel as well as myself. So those are long-term goals. The short-term goals is to hopefully by the end of the summer have the website up. So that way the Google form will be there. And if not, the Google form will exist, but we want it to live more than just on YouTube as well as Instagram and Twitter. So that's kind of the end game on what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. And I appreciate you guys sitting with me, listening to me rant about it, or I shouldn't say rant, but just talking about it because this is a passion project of mine. This is something that means a very big deal to me, and I know to some people it's boring. And like I said, I don't do this for views. If I had nobody in here, I would still be talking about it. But I do appreciate you guys coming in and just listening, and being supportive. So, moving forward, that would be another thing. You know, yeah, I'm gonna be making pasta for dinner tonight. The girls are getting pasta. But, does anybody have any questions they want to ask about the channel change, the channel name change? what you see moving in the future. Like, if you guys have any questions, this is kind of like an ask me anything about it. Um, I won't mind answering. I don't have a whole mess of answers, but I can give you the best I can right now. Ah, cool. The name change is going to be uh the name change for this channel will become, and I'll post it in the chat for you. Is going to become the collectors. Well, let me use my mouse. Sorry, I didn't know Twitter automatically sends me things here. One second. Okay, it's going to be. Oh my goodness. Not wait till the rig gets here on Friday. That's what the Geek Vault's going to be coming. So the Geek Vault will cease to exist, and the collector safe space will be what the takeover is. So I will be kind of like the hub for some stuff. Yes, just like the chat. Exactly, LeBron. The idea is that we're going to move that from my personal, from the IG will still exist, and the IG chat will exist, but now it will have a tangible place. Kumquat. That's the word I always love to use. Or watermelon. So this is like I said, this is a very serious thing for me. It's a very big passion project. It's taken years in the making to get to a spot where I could do something like this. So it's something that, like I said, it really means and it holds a very special place in my heart. So I hate people not feeling accepted, and I guess that comes from being a minority that grew up not always accepted for who I was and who I am. And I felt like, well, screw this. If I can't find a place, I'm gonna make a place. And LeBron, it's guys like you, dude. You helped establish this. You're a member. You've been a founding member with us since last year. We celebrate a year in another 2 months. Or actually, I think it's like 3 months. We celebrate a full year of the collector safe space. So I want to be doing something for that. I don't like giveaways, Blue. I feel like giveaways. Yeah, giveaways to me are a cheap way to get likes and subs. I'm about content. I'm not about giving stuff away. If I know you personally and I send you something, that's out of my pocket, that's on my dime. But it's not for me to like, oh, I'm gonna do a giveaway and because I hate it. I hate the feeling behind it. Now, granted, I like giveaways when there's a thing behind it, like when Dave was doing, you know, stuff to help build up for Duffman, and when Aaron they got together, and then when I've seen other people are doing giveaways to help garner money for good causes. And that might be something we do. I'm working with people that I do know and some of my local shops. But again, these are all tentative ideas. I'm trying to focus because I'm a very big brain thinker and I could sometimes go like that and go too far out before I need to focus it. So I'm kind of focusing on a few step by step things that we need to do to get us to where we can eventually do things like that and have us be successful in a different arena. So, yeah, it's crazy when I think about it, how long this group has been active. And it was October of last year to October of this year would make one full year. The collector safe space has existed and we've grown. And there's potential to grow even more and further. So that's the benefit. That's what's awesome about it. It's I I don't know. It gets me kind of emotional when I think about it because it's like it was started because I felt bad about a place I was at because of people that put me in a position. And then when I removed that negative feeling and that negative group of people that were in my circle, and I've surrounded myself by positivity, the change is there. You guys see it. There's a lot. I've been a lot more involved in other people's channels. I know I met Blue through Aaron and through Dave, Duff, and Captain Spaulding. I've gotten to really grow with them and talk with them. It's I've become like a mover and shaker, and my goal has always been to meet other people like minded and create this and foster that growth. So that's what we're doing. So if there's any, like I said, please, if you guys got questions, ask. I'm always up to answer about what this is. I mean, I turned 45 in, oh, Jesus. I turned 45 in like less than a month, 3 weeks and like 4 days. So, how did I meet you, LeBron? If I remember correctly, I met you actually through going on a live with T3. It's true, Blue. How much stress do we get from when you and I just talked about this the other night when we were playing that as being a fan of toys, we have enough BS we deal with, like going to just the store and getting looked at funny, and then if not being fighting over adult collectors, male and female, and scalpers, getting stuff that you want, and then the aftermarket, the second market, never seeing it. That's why this group exists. We are so well connected that guys like Spalding, like Captain Spalding, he has like helped Duffman. He's helping that like people. Like I helped Dave, I helped Carlos, JJ. I mean, I can't go down the list of people that I've helped this past year find stuff that they did not think they would find, and then I found it. And people are like, "Oh, you probably made bank?" No, I didn't bank anything. I literally charged them for the shipping, and that was it. They gave me the money through PayPal or Cash App or Venmo, and they're now enjoying their figures. You know, like it's such a mind blowing feeling to like be able to do that and help. Yep, you were in the chat, and why you feel like a slacker, dude? You've been working your ass off and doing what you got to do on both the dad front and doing it on the YouTube front. You know, like I said, when I don't hear from you because you used to be posting a lot in the chat and then I barely see you, so I don't know what happened with that. But that I'm not going to leave that to a live conversation. That's more of a private conversation between you and I. We can have that off of the live. Because like I said, I'm not mad. I was just wanted to catch up with you. Um, but that's honestly where it's at. What it is. No reason to feel like a slacker. There's no rules. You know, like I think the rules are just be respectful. And when we saw things go funky with people, we address it and are polite about it. So, you know, that's kind of that's kind of the thing. So, I got 3 people in here. I got 3 thumbs up. Like I said, I appreciate that. Any questions about what or better said, I have a question for you guys that are in here. What would be something you want to see the collector safe space do in the future? Like get like I'm not gonna do giveaways or anything like that. I feel that's so gauche. But is there anything you guys would like to see us do that I can talk to Dave and Carlos and organize some stuff to do on this channel and collaborate with like guys like Phil and collaborate with guys like Daniel, Legacy Nerd, or General Kenobi's Bunker or EC Collecting. So is there anything you guys would like to see? And if so, let me know. Tell me. Like post it in the chat so I can get an idea. Like I said, I'm always down to do whatever I can. Oh, you mean like you want me to do something like wait, I'll do my Cody Rhodes impression. Hey, Monday Night Raw. What do you want to talk about? Or do you want the Adam Cole version? It's story time with Dre Baby. My wife from the bedroom hears me, so she's making jokes about me. Um, that would be fun. You got to give me an idea on like kind of like how that would actually play out. Um, a figure of the week would not be bad. I was actually that's kind of funny. I've kind of looked at that recently and was thinking about something like that because there are several figures I own that I would love to spotlight and do a little history about, like make it like a 10-minute video or like maybe like where it would be a little bit of the character, what the figure's about, the designer, nothing like too heavy, but kind of like do like a stat sheet on a character. That definitely sounds like something fun, and I know a lot of people like things like that. Plus, it kind of plays into my skill set. I like that. Thanks, Blue. I might actually, enjoy that. Anything else? Like what else? Like I like that idea. Let me, you know what? I like taking notes because sometimes I forget stuff and then I'll be like, "What did they say?" That's actually now see, that sounds cool, LeBron. I like that idea. I'm taking notes, so that is cool. I like that. Okay, so I'm not gonna take credit for these ideas. Lots of but see, Chris, you have to be here to do that, bro. Like because I can't do that by myself. Like that's a collaborative thing. We may have to talk about that. Welcome to the chat, Chris. Let's see. So story time. Figure. I like that. I like the stat sheet. We'll call it figure of the week. What else do you guys have for me? Hit me. Hit me with something good. Like I said, I love these ideas because I take them into consideration as something to do that not just because again, this isn't just my channel anymore. Like I have now opened this up to the collective. So I'd like to see what people said. Sort of like the board. We're all going to be collectors, but we're not. We're all different voices to the one mind. All right, explain your open mic concept. Like, how would that work? I think he's trying to say microphone, not mic, as in this kind of mic. All right, so LeBron, explain to me how would this work? I don't think anybody does. That's a crime somewhere. People always say, "Why do you get quiet during lives?" Well, I'm waiting for the chat feed. I gotta wait and see what y'all say. I can't just. Hey, I'm not. Hey, flip the chicken. That again sounds like a euphemism for something. I'm flipping the chicken. Where are you flipping the chicken? Like butter my biscuit. Everything plastic. It is really good to have you in the chat. So I want to say thank you. Well, flipping the bird, we all know what that is. Now, see, I like that in my open mics. You know what? I might make that like a once a month thing. Like once a month, get like a guest, or maybe make it twice a month, where I can book somebody, pick a day, a time, and get somebody on and do that. Like pick a topic and we discuss it. I would love to do that. And if I did that for like an hour, I'd probably do two different topics within that, but or it'd be the main topic, and then we'd have like bullet points within that topic. See, that's a cool idea. But see that limits it though. I think I want to kind of open that up instead of it just being like, oh, I put it into the other guys. That keeps it very homogenous, and I don't want it to be a homogenous kind of chat. I wouldn't mind opening it up to where I get like someone like a YouTuber, maybe an artist, maybe a person in the industry, maybe somebody that's not even a collector, and just get their perspective. So it might be something I like that. So the open mic concept I really like. Twice a month. And we may start that coming up right after my birthday. Well, yeah, I mean, it would be now. See, that's more of a Carlos idea. Like we do that when we the open mic would be see, and I don't want to make it political or religious or that's not what it's about. But when we do the mental health stuff with Carlos on the overgrown third graders, that's kind of where we talk the more sensitive stuff and we preface it on that. But I do like that idea, maybe doing something along those lines. I'll talk to Carlos and see what he says. Dude, I'm always down, Chris. When do you want to? Here, look. I got you here. I got my calendar. What's the schedule? Oh, if I did it, I mean, I could. I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, I do a lot of stuff in the afternoons. So, yeah, that's not a bad. I mean, I could do that open mic and kind of twist it to be something a little different. That's not a bad idea. If you guys see my daughter, the youngest one, she broke her Elmo book, and I'm using it as a cardboard to write on my notes with my pencil, my mechanical number two pencil. So, Chris, tell me what's your schedule like, and we'll work something right now. You tell me. I can tell you right now that I am good. All right. Well, let me take a look at my. I'll tell you right now. Let me get pull up my calendar. All right. So Tuesdays, I usually play D&D outside of my house. Saturday nights are not a bad night. So we can do a Saturday night. I like the Fortnite figures, Blue, and that's something I gotta talk to you about. So, Chris, if you want to do Saturdays or a Saturday, uh, how about July 8th? Give me one second. I'm gonna be done in a few minutes, and I'll start cooking. It's only gonna take about 10 minutes or anyway to get everything done. All right. So Chris, you want to do that July 8th, which is a Saturday? Oh, my friends say hello to you, babe. My wife says hola, July 8th, and I'll be on, like I say, everything plastic collects. We just gotta pick a time. What Chris, what time are you on? You're not on Eastern. Are you Eastern Standard or what's your time zone? So we can figure out a time. Okay, so July 8th, well, you heard it here, folks. July 8th, I will be interviewed by como son las fajitas caseras, déjame decirte que tú estabas I mean, dude, when you write in Spanish, I can read in Spanish. Con la leche chocolate. Okay. I mean, I would agree with you that fajitas don't really go well with chocolate milk. My friend wrote that in Spanish and he didn't think I could read it. Y'all should know I speak Spanish fluently. It is my native, even though really I speak English. And my wife's looking at me. I'm fluent, but oh yeah, I do it. That's actually see I could do that's a good story time one. That's not about a figure that they would I think everybody would get a kick out of. Hey, I'm not. Hey, listen, I'm not a victim, brother. I like coming on. I can chat. I love it. I have a good old time. So let's. Newfoundland is standard time. Uh, okay. I don't know what is that. Is that like if okay? What time is it where you are right now? That would be my easiest way of figuring it out. If you tell me what time it is by you, Chris, I can tell you what time it is by me, and we can figure it out. All right, so it's Eastern Standard Time. So it's 7:45 your time. So you're Ontario, Ontario. So you're like me. All right, so it is 7:45 by oh so it's six, how's it 7:45 by you? It's 6:15 by me. So let's is that what the time you would want to go on? That I guess that's the better question. All right, so we'll do 7:45 that day. All right. Cool, cool. This is a good see. This makes me happy. All right, so we now have it official, folks. Oh, it's 7:45 here right now. Oh, okay. So you're an hour and a half ahead of us. All right, that's interesting. All right, so let's. You want to do 8 o'clock your time, and we just kind of cut it down the middle that way. All right, that's cool with me. All right, folks. Again, you've heard it here. I will be on his channel July 8th. I'll be advertising it, and 8 to 8:30, we'll be doing it on his show. That's gonna be fun. Everybody likes LeBron. He's a good dude. super chill. You can't go wrong with that. All right, so you guys have given me some really good content ideas to do, and I'm going to start implementing a lot of this as it comes. And believe you me, you will be getting credit for this. This is not me. If you do it on his show, remember demonetization. Yes, I know. I mean, I have to watch my language. All right, Chris, you be good, brother. I'll talk to you later. I do remember what Chris said. I got to be mindful of my language. So I do have a lot of good stuff. Hey, Mega Demon. No, no, I will not demonetize anybody's channel. I will make sure I keep on my P's and Q's. So I have some good stuff here. I'm going to start implementing it. Like I said, make sure if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, which is this channel currently, the name will change, but it shouldn't affect you subscribing. And should it affect you subscribing, I will post it to my Instagram so you guys can resubscribe. And make sure your notifications are going to be on, because my idea is going to be to start those daily inspirations again. They're going to start up tomorrow, and we're going to start, like I said, they're going to go till Friday, and then they'll start back up on Mondays again. Because your brother needs a break during the weekends. It's also summer, and that's just what it is. So I appreciate you all for sitting with me for this 51 minutes that I've been doing this live stream. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. Keep just doing what you're doing, which is supporting this channel and really supporting this collective. This idea is, like I said, a very personal pet project of mine that I really want to see be successful. And I never ask for money or anything like that. And I'm gonna take a break for this for a second to just address Mega Demon. Mega Demon, I'm really sorry that you found out somebody is gonna be going into hospice. I lost my mother to cancer. So my heart goes out to you. And if you do need to talk, shoot me an email off of here and I can talk to you. I do have to take care of my family because they are my number one supporters and I love them to death. So I love you guys. Make sure you keep doing what you're doing. And to borrow the line from Yukon Phil, um, have you gone on a toy hunt? If you haven't, go on a toy hunt now. All right, guys. I appreciate you all. Like I said, subscribe to everybody that I talked to. If you haven't subscribed to everybody I've mentioned, please subscribe to them. They're amazing guys, and they bust their asses on YouTube, and we are all a big family, and that's what we're trying to do. So, I'm really sorry to hear that, Blue. I know that I lost my mother to it. I've lost family members to it as well. But losing my mom to it was the worst because I actually watched her suffer through it. Um, so LeBron, thank you for being a good dude. Keep me apprised of what happens and let me know what's up. Exactly. Life's too short. Enjoy it while you got it. I got little kids. He doesn't have Mega Demon doesn't have Instagram, so he's gonna shoot you an email. Okay. Blue, I'll be talking to you. Hopefully, I'll see you on Fortnite later tonight. And guys, stay geeky, stay healthy. See you on the flip side. Peace out, y'all.